It ain't about fame, it ain't about fake friends. And screw your ex, is such a flake. Forget your grades, you need a break. It's all about you, no matter what the others say. But now I'm done talking, the lights on me. I tell you, I guarantee this night's about to take a turn for the better.
Good morning guys, and welcome back to a new video. I just got ready, that's why my hair is still wet. But anyway, it's been a couple of days since the day of my last exam and I have taken plenty of rest. I've been reading a lot, I've been sleeping a lot, I've been resting a lot, I've been chilling a lot. Now I finally feel ready to get back into my old routine, you know, the life before my exams. I thought it would be super interesting to film the whole process and to share my post-exam reset with you. Hopefully you can get a little bit of inspiration out of this video. I'm gonna make a cup of coffee first and then I'm gonna take you with me on this day.
So small, watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I let it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make this.
Just like always, we need to do a little taste test.
Wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so
that's a great coffee. Cheers! This coffee looks so good. And until like an hour ago we had sunshine, but now it's getting cloudy. I hope this doesn't predict the weather for the rest of this day. Hello, sun, where are you?
try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town.
I have my coffee and I have all of my stuff. What I'm gonna do now is make a planning for today and for the next couple of days, because there is nothing that quite gets me out of that after exam slump than realizing that there is stuff to do. I've gathered all of my planners over here and I'm gonna make a planning that will help me to get back into the flow of my normal life again. And yes, I did say planners in plural because I have multiple planners that take care of different aspects of my life. So I have a planner for all of my uni related stuff and my life in general, which is this planner. I will link it down below. Then I have a planner for all of my content related stuff because I like to plan it as well and I like to write down all of my ideas. Then I have a notepad for whenever I have a more intense to-do list. I have my iPad for my digital planner, and then I have my journal, which is of course not a planner, but I kind of use it to organize all of my thoughts, so I put it under the category of all of my planners. From the outside it might look like a really messy system, like why do you have so many different notebooks for organizing your life? But for me, like in my mind, it makes sense, so I just stick to this because this is what works for me. I wrote down my to-do list on this notepad because I felt like I needed a little bit more of an overview and a separate to-do list. So on my to-do list for today, I have answering emails and YouTube comments, write in my journal, clean my apartment, I need to go to town to run a few errands, I'm gonna do a workout tonight, and I want to create a new YouTube banner. I have not tidied up my desk since my exam season, and you can definitely tell because it's quite a mess. So I think it's really important to clean up my desk. Like, how can I move on with my life and get back to my normal days if my desk still looks like this? So I'm gonna clean it up and then get started with my emails.
Things are well. What facts belong, it's hard to say. Your pattern is so hard to tell. But we're together, that's our game. Round and round and round we go. The dance ain't over, I'm sure we're still the same. Love the ways you make us home. Would you say if things ain't right?
Ta-da! Everything looks nice and tidy and clean, and this is the perfect setup for getting back to my normal life. I have my laptop over here, my iPad, all of my planners and my journals, and a bunch of pens and sticky notes in case I need to write something down, and of course, lots of coffee and water. That took forever, but I'm done now. I'm I'm gonna get ready to get outside because I'm gonna go run an errand in town. My sister-in-law bought a book online and it arrived damaged. So I'm gonna go to the bookstore to return it because I live closer to the bookstore than she does. And I need to pack my bag really quickly and then I can go. And all of this gives me a great excuse to go look at some books, so I'm happy. You can see that the book was damaged right here. I mean, I really understand because if you buy a book online, especially like a hard copy, you want a book that is not cracked open already. What's also nice is that I can get a few steps in and see some daylight. I've been meaning to get outside to go for a walk today, but I haven't. So right now I'm catching two birds with one stone. Okay, let's go now.
My exes and me, we don't talk anymore. If we did, I think it would get pretty ugly.
I hadn't realized it's so cold outside.
Close an open door. In the beginning, then they shut it pretty quickly. I thought we were good, at times even great, but apparently I was just one big mistake. My exes and me, we don't talk anymore. If we did, I think it would get pretty ugly. I'm just a victim and not the evil villain, so I'm sorry.
There's no such thing as a moral or an immoral book.
Crosses my way, it's gonna feel the same pain that I felt. That ain't what it seems. It's dark and cold and mean. When you're with me, you and me, you and me. I'ma show you bad, yeah, I'ma show you bad. When you're with me, you and me.
Found the book I'm reading. Hey guys, I'm back in my apartment and I finished all of my errands. I'm actually a little bit tired now because I'm not used to walking for long distances anymore. At one point I was like, oh my gosh, my lower back hurts, and now I just need to sit on the couch for a bit and relax, and then I'm gonna get started with dinner.
Boy, you had me from the start. By the way you stared, the way you wrote upon me, yeah, yeah. Man, I felt your energy. Wasn't used to being loved and treated differently, yeah. But something went wrong, the signals got crossed, and now we're on completely different pages. Let's go where we were, where no one gets hurt. Baby, keep it right there, don't you stress the flow. You're trying to pick the pace up, you should take it slow. Baby, keep your focus, don't you make me change my mind. If you love me, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Baby, don't you, baby, don't you, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Baby, don't you, baby, don't
Oh my god, it's so good.
baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Boy, you take me on a
It's really good. Like, the broccoli is really fresh because I added some lemon juice and lemon zest, and it goes so well with the feta cheese. It also goes really great with the tomatoes and the orzo. It's a perfect match.
Cause something went wrong, the signals got crossed, and now we're going different directions. Let's go where we were, when no one gets hurt. Baby, keep it right there, don't you stress the flow. You're trying to pick the pace up, we should take it slow. Baby, keep your focus.
I just wrote down some stuff about my day in my journal, and it's the first time I've been writing my journal since a very long time. I think my last journal entry was from December 27th, and that's because whenever my exam season starts, there are a couple of habits that just go right out of the window. Writing in my journal is usually the first thing to go whenever I'm busy, and I know that's really bad, and I've been trying to be consistent in writing in my journal, but if I'm busy, I don't want to push myself, so it's always something that's just like an extra thing in my day, not really like a very important thing. And I mostly use my journal because I tend to forget things very fast. Like, I don't remember what I did today, I don't remember what I did yesterday, I don't remember what I did a week ago. And because I noticed this memorization problem, I wanted to write down some of the stuff that I did, like the things I eat, the stuff I do, because I do so much and there is just so much that I don't want to forget. So it's kind of a documentation of everything that I do in a day. And also my journal has been a really great tool to write down all of my emotions and frustrations So whenever I feel frustration, instead of like lashing out on someone, I just write it down here and write down all of my arguments, all of their arguments, and then I can look at the situation with a clearer mind. And also whenever I have to take a decision, there is like one part of me that's very indecisive, that never knows what it wants, and there's also another part of me that knows exactly what it wants. Those two parts of me, they don't get along. It's the Libra and it's the Aries within me. Sometimes that's really hard because it's not as simple as going to someone and ask, okay, what would you do in this situation, and just following their advice, because I'm much too hard-headed for that. I know exactly what I want without knowing what I want. So that's why I use my journal to kind of make decisions, to see what options there are out there and what are the pros and cons of every situation and every option, and then I can make my decision in a more grounded way. So my goal now that the exams are over is to write in my journal again on a daily basis and to write down everything that I want to remember in a couple of weeks, and so far so good. There is just one more thing that I want to do before I go to bed and read my book again. That is create a new YouTube banner. So in case you don't know, the YouTube banner is that thing that you see when you go to my YouTube page. It's that marble thingy that was always there, and the information on there is not accurate anymore because it says new video every Wednesday and Friday, and I don't upload on Friday, so that's not accurate. And also the style of that banner is just not my aesthetic anymore. I want to change it up. I want to make it more accurate. I want to make it more something that really fits my aesthetic and really represents me. And I also really want to change my profile picture on YouTube, but I think it's gonna take a little longer before I find like the perfect picture for that. But the banner is something that I can start right now, and I want to make a little beginning tonight because it's the evening. I'm more creative during my evenings, and I just want to see how far I can get by just trying some things and seeing if there is anything that I like. Okay, this is what I have so far, and for the first try, I don't think it's too bad. So let me explain the thought process behind this thing. So, of course, I wanted Ways to Study to be central, but I also wanted, you know, my name here because it's not just studying anymore. Sometimes I feel like this name doesn't really represent who I am anymore, but it is my username, so I'm gonna have to stick to it. But I added the little by Rose, so you know it's me. And then I kind of have the main themes over here, so lifestyle, law school, fitness, and productivity. I think those are kind of the main themes of my channel. And then I have some information about my upload schedule, which is new video every Wednesday and Saturday. This is my current schedule, and I might change that in the future to videos on Sundays instead of Saturdays and videos on Thursdays instead of Wednesdays, but I'm not sure about that yet. But this is my schedule for now, so I'm gonna stick to this. And then the background, I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of like this crumbled paper, which I think is so fitting for my channel. And I added all of these pictures that kind of represent like who I am, what I like to do. So I have, of course, food, coffee, me, notes, pretty things like flowers, outfits, and fitness. So I think this kind of represents who I am, and when you're visiting my page, you can see who you're dealing with. Actually, I think I'm gonna add a little quote too. That's perfect. Yeah, I really like the quote. It really adds something. This is the current setup. I might make some changes in the future. I might import this to Photoshop to make some changes to make it look more professional. This is like the preliminary setup. It kind of reminds me of a vision board, which I think is really fitting for my channel. And also, this is the vision for my channel, so I like it. I'm gonna show my boyfriend now because I'm proud. He loved it. By the way, how pretty is the wallpaper on my laptop? I'm using my vision board for 2023 as a wallpaper. I shared the process of creating this vision board in my video about setting goals for 2023. And some of you guys in the comments asked me if I could share this vision board with you. And of course I want to do that. I just haven't had the time yet to create a link where you can download this vision board, but it's coming, and I will drop it in the description box so you can find it and access it and download it for free. Okay guys, it's already 11:30. Like, how does it get so late so fast? Let's talk about my to-do list because I did not finish it entirely. I did finish my emails and my YouTube comments. I did journal today. I did not clean my entire apartment, just some bits of it, like my desk and my living room and a little bit in my kitchen. but there are still a couple of areas left that I need to tidy, and I'm gonna do that tomorrow or the day after that. I had to return a book in the bookstore, which I did, and I actually was planning on doing a workout in the evening, but my dinner was really late. Like, I ate at 8 p.m., which is considered late if you're from the Netherlands. I know that in other parts of the world this is like a normal time to eat, but in the Netherlands it's like really late. And then after dinner I felt so full and I was like relaxing a bit that I didn't really have the motivation anymore to go to the gym. I've been trying to pick up my old workout routine after the day of my last exam, but I have not been successful yet, which is a shame because I was actually in a really good rhythm. Like, I would go to the gym like 5 or 6 times per week, and I was actually really motivated to go to the gym all the time. But of course, during the exam season, I'm busy and I'm studying and I'm prioritizing studying over anything. So that's when I started skipping my workouts, and now it has been like 2.5 or 3 weeks since I've been to the gym last time. I noticed that it's very hard to get back into the rhythm of going to the gym when you've been out of it for a while. I noticed that I'm not going to the gym as often anymore, the most when I'm trying to sleep, because I'm having a lot more trouble trying to fall asleep at night. And whenever I go to the gym regularly, I don't have any trouble at all because I'm so tired after my workouts that I just fall asleep like instantly, and then I can sleep through the whole night. But whenever I'm not going to the gym for a while, then I'm starting to have more trouble sleeping at night. But it's like I told you earlier in this video that whenever my exam season is there are a couple of habits that I just kind of stop doing. Like, those are the first things that I stopped doing, and journaling was one of those things, and going to the gym is definitely one of those things. Now that I don't have any exams anymore, I don't really have an excuse to not go to the gym, so I really have to start going again. And the last thing on my to-do list was creating a YouTube banner, and I think I made a great start this evening. It's a creative process, so it's gonna take a longer while before the final product is there. This is like the first draft. It's still a little bit rough, it's still not perfect, and I'm gonna keep working on it until I'm very happy with it. I'm quickly going to make a planning for tomorrow so I can wake up with the right mindset and start my day right. I've actually booked a trip to Valencia in Spain, and I'm gonna stay there for a couple of days, and tomorrow I'm gonna prepare that trip. I'm gonna plan the whole thing and organize the whole thing and pack my stuff. If you guys are interested in seeing how I organize and prepare myself for a trip, definitely let me know in the comments and I will film a video for you. Tired right now, so I'm gonna say good night. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I truly hope that you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!